We've seen what the federal government's going to do, and the answer there is nothing. The federal government is in paralysis because of partisanship and special interest groups that fund their campaigns, and they would not do anything to upset the tobacco industry, where this century we're going to kill 1 billion people in this world because of smoking. They won't do anything to upset the National Rifle Association. We have a Virginia Tech every single day. There's roughly 32 people killed with illegal guns across this country. You never cover it. You cover it a lot at Virginia Tech because it happened together in one spot, so great photo op, but we do it every day. And they're not going to go and fight the fast food industry on trans fats. So it's up to the cities or the states to do it.
Mayor Bloomberg, you've said you are not running for president. However, as vice president, do you think that you could play a significant role in tackling
Somebody
the health care
once made
problem?
a very disparaging comment of the value of the vice presidency. I would not cheapen the office, but I have no interest in being vice president. I think the real answer is the vice president's job generally is to sit there as a backup to the president, but the real world in Washington is the president and his staff or her staff runs and the vice president is there, maybe to assist and to do some ceremonial things. But think of it as the president. It's the president's the next president, he or she is going to have to face health care. It is one of the seminal issues and one of those issues that we are not addressing.
So how politically, I mean, many of the seniors feel they've already paid into Medicare.
Yep.
You know, they put their money in. They're entitled to the best health care in the world. How do you change the dynamic politically?
Well, it may be impossible to do it when you're campaigning, but it requires the profiles and courage that we dream about our elected officials having of day one saying, look, forget about what I said, here's the real world, because they would tell you can't get elected. I don't happen to agree with that. I think that the public does want somebody that will speak their mind and tell them the real truth, although nobody agrees with me on that. What the next president of the United States has to do is they have to level with the public. He or she has got to explain that if we are going to have great medical care for everybody, we're going to have to pay for it. And the issue is who's going to pay for it, and the answer in the end is going to be all of us in one form or another. And so we're really debating the form. And lastly, stop this fiction that the amount of corruption and errors is, if we eliminate that, we're going to have something for nothing. It is so de minimis that it's almost laughable if you take a look at the percentage that we think we could save compared to the overall cost. The bottom line is you're going to have to face the issue. And Congress and the White House, it's both sides of the aisle, it's both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue, whether it is health care for the elderly or for the young, whether it is public education, whether it is crime in the streets, whether it is energy independence or Social Security, who's going to pay, or all of the problems we have overseas. Somebody has got to stand up and have concrete suggestions as to what to do, and then we have to draw together Congress and get the best from both sides to work together in a nonpartisan way and really address our issues. Otherwise, the future is not great for this country, and I happen to think that it is, because I think people will pull together.